So today we're gonna work on my fridge cabinets project. I was to go in the backcountry and start this, but I do have to cut a couple of pieces, and I was like, maybe I should stay beside Home Depot and make sure that I have enough. So yesterday in my previous video, we cut the side of this with a nice plywood that is finished with a glossy white finish. I put some gloves on because the side is still a little bit sharp, and yesterday I cut myself a couple of times. Just some small little like cut, but it's just been annoying. So I'm gonna try to explain you guys what I'm gonna do. It's kind of like a little bit hard. All right, this is the fridge. I'm gonna build a box. The fridge gonna be higher. In the bottom of that box is gonna have some little drawer we're gonna be able to open. I need to put some holes so we can do that. And the fridge, like I said, is gonna be higher, the same height that my bed. So that's gonna be like this. At the end here. Yeah. So what I need to do, because the fridge is quite heavy, if I remember, I think it's 70 pounds. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but it's quite heavy. It's got food, it's got 2 compartments, the fridge and the freezer. So I need, because I'm gonna have some drawer and everything underneath, I need this structure to be super strong. Not only because when I'm gonna break, you know, it's gonna want to move forward, so I need to make sure it's strong, but also because we're gonna put at least 70 pounds of weight, and who knows, maybe someone's gonna want to sit on this, like, you know, a guest is coming or whatever. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put 2 support where the fridge is gonna hold on right here if you want. So the fridge is going to be here. It's going to have those 2 support here. Now I'm going to do in 2x4, and most likely one in the middle, just so it doesn't have a sag. And the fridge is quite heavy, and it's going to have 2 drawers, which I think they're going to be, I measure to another paper, I think they're going to be 12 by, I do have 19 here, so a little bit less, probably 16 by 12 wide, and maybe 5 inches depth. So I'm gonna have 2 of those right here. So I think that's gonna be the plan. So I'm gonna go cut outside those little support before the rain start, because it's supposed to rain today, and we'll see how much I'm gonna do for this one. We do have a lot of like hole to make for the ventilation and like the control that is in front here. We do have ventilation on the side here, and we do have ventilation on the back there that I do have to drill. So the fridge gonna go halfway into this little cabinet that we're making, and the bottom is gonna be 2 drawers. So that's my plan, and I really want that to be really strong because we do have a heavy fridge. Alright, so this is where the fridge gonna sit on. So I do have 4 little legs that are on the fridge, like plastic edge legs that are in the 4 corner of the fridge. So they're gonna rest, the fridge gonna rest on this still have to build the middle part, and we do have 6 3/4 of height. That's where the height, that's where the, you know, the little drawer is gonna go. By 19, but like I said, it's gonna have a little bit less than that. And because of the drawer, you know, like you need some space bottom out, so it should be a drawer which should be 6 inches deep. We'll see if I put the middle bracket like I wanted. I wanted to kind of like put extra support, but I didn't want to put another 2x4 this way because it will take a lot of space. It will not look good. Let's see. We'll see that part, what I'm gonna do. At least this is cut. I can, you know, figure that out in a terrible rain, but so far so good. Alright, so this is what I have to cut. So you might be able to see, so those two will be where the drawer is gonna be. This gonna be 11 and a half, so a little bit less with the drawer, so maybe drawer of 10.5 inches. This hole here is the controller, so where I can change my temperature for my fridge. So this has to be open, and it's got like a vent underneath that. So this is what I put out of this. So I'm a little bit worried that doing that with a jigsaw, which is almost the only choice I have, it's not gonna do a good cut. I can do a portion with my skill saw, like all the way there, maybe those 4 line, but the rest gonna have to be with the jigsaw, and I'm a little bit worried that's not gonna do a good job. So I think I'm gonna trace the other one, the other panel. The side one has got like a vent too as well, and the back one's got a vent. So, you know, if the things start to chip on the side and I realize that the jigsaw is really a bad idea, it's gonna be covered, it's on the side, no big deal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna trace the rest. Alright, I'm not sure how much you guys see, but this is the vent on the side. There's a vent there. And so you can a little bit understand the fridge. It's gonna go against there. It's gonna have a 3/4 little plywood here on the bottom. I'm gonna have the jar, so it will be this side, in fact, but you got it. So the jar will be there, vent will be there, fridge will sit on top of here. It's a lot to think about, because yeah, I have to think about where the fridge could go and where the distance and I hope we're doing everything's gonna be all right. But yeah, I'm doing this side here, so the side that's against the bed, there's a vent there, doorway. I'm gonna leave plenty enough ventilation on that side, so the air can flow, and it's got a hair vent in the back too, facing the door if you want, and the hair vent facing the front, where I would just measure the hole for the temperature and everything. The gauge just get a little vent there too as well. So I need to cut this now. Alright, this is the hole. I'm not I'm a little bit, nah, eh. The problem is like the saw sometimes move a little bit and it doesn't make a short, nice cut. So I'm gonna use this, try to make it look good, and we'll see what I'm gonna do with the front one. I'm not convinced that I'm gonna do that. We'll see. And it took me a little while to realize that I cut on my... That's not the first time. I cut again the hair. Oh well. And again here. Oops. It's starting to rain, so I think before I start another project I'm gonna wrap that up and we're gonna continue tomorrow. But this is the best that I can do. Not perfect, but I don't really care about that side because like I say, nobody's gonna see it. We'll see what I'm gonna do for the front. The front I would like, especially where the controller is, to be like really nice. I don't really care about where the two drawers gonna be because it's gonna have like a front facade, front door on top of it, so nobody's gonna see if it's got a little thing. But the controller, you know, it's gonna be visible. So I'm gonna try to think about solution or really be super careful. Even I'm super careful with the skill saw, the jigsaw, sorry. It's just like kind of like the blade just doesn't stay properly. I'm sure like a better brand will help a little bit, but this is just the cheapest things ever. So yeah, it's not the greatest. Alright, kitty, start to rain. Let's go. You're not gonna stay outside. Come on. Let's go, kitty. Good girl. Just so if you're not sure what we're doing yet, which it's alright, I understand. So those little things gonna go underneath. The drawer is gonna be there. Boop boop. The fridge is gonna go on top of this. And yeah, so the fridge is gonna be higher, the same height that the bed almost. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already to finally see what I'm doing, because I feel like I'm trying my best to explain, but I feel it might be a little bit hard to get it. So stay tuned for to revealing what we're doing exactly, what's gonna look like. I'm gonna let you with Miss Kitty, obviously. Yeah, Miss Kitty? Oh, kisses right away. Oh, you're so nice. Yeah. You're so nice. Oh, a lot of kisses. Thank you. That's a lot of love to me. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one.